Hello there everyone, my name is Nespralo and welcome back to my YouTube channel. We have so many things to talk about today. We have potentially in the next 24 hours a huge piece of news coming out that's got to do with SEC. It's just epic. Please guys watch this video till the end. We're gonna get also to the technicals and everything that is happening, and certainly I want to remind you that today is your last opportunity to make 5 to 10x in the next 12 months of your capital without worrying where Bitcoin goes up, down, and freaking circles, whatever. And today, actually at 7 p.m. Dubai time, we are going to be launching the only one exclusive webinar about retro drops here on this website, wolfofretrodrops.com. There is a link down in the description of this video as well as in the pinned comment. You need to click this website. You need to click this link. You need to click join waiting list right here. You will be taken either to Telegram channel or WhatsApp after you fill out the application. And this is where the link to the webinar will be posted. It will be like a 2 to 3 hour webinar, but this is where I'm going to discuss how did I make almost $1 million this year from retro drops when the market was going down and sideways. We almost made $1 million. We made almost $1 million with my team, and how we're planning to make another $3 to $5 million using algorithmic retro drop farming that any one of you could do as well. But it's this kind of a thing is super time limited. So when it goes mainstream, when everybody starts doing this, it's not going to be profitable anymore. So now is the time, and I'm going to be doing this once in a lifetime webinar where I'm going to be discussing all of this. And it's going to be today, 7 p.m. Dubai time, November the 2nd, Thursday. If you miss it, you're out. You will not see it ever again. You will not see me talk about any of my strategies, techniques, etc. ever again. No recordings, nothing. So if you are not going to join today, you are out. And it's free. So I suggest you really jump into this today and really spend time, because there are simple methods that you can replicate that we've used all this year to make crazy money from airdrops, retro drops, and algorithmic retro drop farming. Be there tonight, please, if you want to make money, because this is going to be historic. Now, let's jump straight into the content today, because this was really important. And I think we should start by talking as to what has caused, because Bitcoin is at 36,000 and we went to 36K just now, just to retrace back to 35K. But before we talk about the pump, and call me Mr. Sporon, because I told you within 24 hours or so, we're going to see a big move in Bitcoin. And we did. We went through from 34, breaking the resistance at 36, but we'll come back to it. So what was the reason? So let's examine as to what has happened so far. And one of the things that happened was the FOMC meeting, which was literally hours ago, and that was that they actually decided to keep the rate the same. This is what the market actually was expecting. So we did not see, an increase or decrease, which would be, one of the two extremes, positive or negative. So therefore, there is nothing much to talk about here. But what we saw in terms of FOMC press conference from Powell, and that is this right here, that actually he said that it might be not restrictive enough. So he hinted that he might still, raise rates again, which, to be honest, is something that he has said already before. So therefore, yesterday, all we did, we confirmed that, the interest rates are going to stay high for longer, so probably into the next year. And we've seen these projections. I'm going to bore you to death, and I'm not going to even get into those. So probably they will be reducing rates somewhere closer to the halving event of Bitcoin. So, and this is going to be quite positive when they're going to start cutting rates, because it's going to be more liquidity into the market, including Bitcoin. But you could also argue saying that, them keeping rates for longer is actually bad for the markets. But I want you to remember that it actually is bad for S&P 500, for, potential recession, wherever it's cold, maybe NASDAQ, even though NASDAQ ended up rallying for some reason on these news. Because of why, if there are so many banks holding long-term treasuries that actually there is yield curve inversion right now. So they have huge unrealized losses, which means they don't have money. So if there is a bank run, it's like, Fed will have to bail them out again. So considering all of this, and if we keep interest rates higher for longer, and this situation persists for much longer, these unrealized losses and stuff, there could be a huge recession just in traditional system. Which do we really care about? I think that this is going to be very good for Bitcoin. I think it's going to be absolutely beautiful for Bitcoin, in my personal humble opinion. So therefore, Powell can keep raising rates all he wants, so for this reason Bitcoin has pumped. But also that's not the only reason. What I also want to show you here, which obviously is not the reason, but I will get to it in just a second, is this right here. And certainly, guys, remember, if you want to be trading actively, longing or shorting Bitcoin, and I told you that either we're going to be seeing a breakout to the upside or to the downside, depending on the news, depending on, and I've told you exactly what has to happen for us to have one or the other event. And in this instance, it was interpreted more as a positive, so we actually had a small breakout to the upside. And we're going to get back to the chart. I'm going to show you what I'm personally seeing right now and what is going to happen next. And if you want to be trading actively yourself, you need to use an exchange you can trust. You can trust either Bybit or BitGet. Links to both you will find in the description of this video. With Bybit, you can actually claim up to $30,000 initial deposit bonuses. And these other bonuses that you can see on the screen right here, so you can pause the screen and take a look. And with BitGet, you can claim up to $8,000 in initial deposit bonuses, which is also pretty good in my opinion. And they don't require KYC in select countries. Bybit does. But to be honest, all of them will require KYC. So I suggest use my link, claim all the bonuses, do the KYC, and already stick with one exchange because it's going to be like this everywhere. Now, let's get to this, that SEC actually charged. SEC is not giving up. Gary Gensler is just not giving up. But let's be honest, if they're going to be going after really bad players that really are doing bad stuff, then it's actually a good thing. So SEC charged crypto company SafeMoon and its executive team for fraud and unregistered offering of crypto securities. So I don't know much about SafeMoon. I don't know if you guys know, comment down below. But when it comes to fraud, I cannot say anything. When it comes to unregistered offering of crypto securities, it's all the same shit again, over and over again. So fraud is questionable, but this is just, I think, bullcrap by this point. At this point, so this might be something that is bringing a little bit FUD to the market again. But even then, if you look at the price action, then you can actually clearly see that the market doesn't give a shit about this, and also crypto market is especially doesn't care about this guy anymore for the reasons I've just mentioned. And now what could be causing this pump in general? What could be causing this up move in general? And see how resilient the price was. I was looking at it. There was a lot of volume, a lot of big players buying out Bitcoin as soon as it went to like 33, 34. There was a lot of support. So who is buying and what is happening and what is the reason behind it? And I think it's this right here, that just in general, we are having a huge hopium right now that the spot Bitcoin ETF, I mean, remember that BlackRock is already seeding their ETF, which is normal practice, but they wouldn't be doing all of this stuff, seeding meaning preparing the money or even buying the asset for the ETF itself. And they're also bringing a lot of companies that will be market making for like Jane Street for them, for the Bitcoin spot ETF. So it is absolutely huge. It is around the corner, and I think that this is what the market is starting to understand, that institutionals are here, and it is out of the question whether it's going to happen or not. And also what we were saying right now, which is happening today, what I told you in the beginning of the video, that you really want to see what is going to happen today, because in the next 24 hours we could have, it's a speculation, but it is very possible that it would happen. And this is right here, this is a paper from Securities and Exchange Commission, that they have a huge meeting which is happening today, Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And one of the things they're going to be discussing is the institution and settlement of administrative proceedings, which is whatever that is. But they're also going to be discussing resolution of litigation claims. And remember, they lost to Grayscale, and they didn't appeal the court ruling. So this means either they need to come up with a new whatever reason to deny the Bitcoin spot ETF and then go to court again because Grayscale is going to sue them again, or they need to approve it. That's as simple as that. And this meeting is happening today. And this is incredibly important. Again, it could be a speculation, but let's see. So therefore, if we have Bitcoin spot ETF literally around the corner, this would explain why we have this kind of a price momentum on Bitcoin right now. And again, let's just quickly take a look at the price action. We were saying we saw this beautiful just buildup of volume, and then finally the explosion. The target for this explosion was, remember, what did I tell you? Call me Mr. Spot On. I told you that in the case of positive breakout, the target would be around $36,000. So 36.2 or so. So look, we've hit it spot on. $36,000. Beautiful. So congratulations to those of you who made money. And remember, there's a link to my Discord channel down in the description of this video where I post all of my trades and the trades of my team. So, and right now we're seeing a retracement, which is quite frankly, it brings me to the point, as to what is about to happen next, in my opinion. So if we're going to actually zoom out, we had this breakout to the upside. Okay, great. And we also broke this blue resistance, which is actually what? exactly. This used to be our support in this whole wedge. So if we clear it, if we stabilize above it, then this is going to be very bullish considering that we've spent so much energy on the up move already, that even like to the extent that it makes me a bit skeptical about longing Bitcoin right now, because so much energy has already been spent on this, ETF rumors. So the only thing that in my opinion could really push us much higher fast would be the real ETF news that it actually is coming out. So therefore, be careful with your trades right now. In my opinion, I'm just sticking around. I really want to see what is going to happen next. And right now, as long as, just technically, obviously, as long as we just hold above this blue area, this is what we are retesting right now that I just showed you, we're going to be in a safe area. But if we actually break down, whatever here, or actually immediately here, this actually is a false break model that actually we had this preparation, true break, turns into a false break and actually sends us lower, because this is what a lot of market makers and manipulators, unless real ETF news comes out, which at this point it's very, very possible with everything we're seeing, then certainly all bets are off the table. We're going to keep pumping. But if we continue just to the side move like this, and the market still has low liquidity, therefore there could be some manipulation ahead. And certainly everybody currently is starting to position themselves into longs. So the market, just loves to shave hamsters. So something like this, some kind of a fake out to the downside to like 32K, it would not surprise me like one bit. So therefore, if you want to take a trade like this, it would look actually absolutely beautiful. But just please remember everything that I've just mentioned about this area right here. So actually stabilize. You can take a quick short trade with a very, very tiny stop loss. Take 5 to 1, 10 to 1, etc. And guys, very important, seriously, if you want to learn how to make 5 to 10x of your money using retro drops, and it's very simple, it's very straightforward, completing simple tasks in new projects that are coming out, and you're getting paid for completing tasks. Like Arkham, actually we made $56,000 on Arkham, and a lot of that money was made for actually following our own links and confirming our email. Like, it was that simple. And then also the reason why it works so well right now, because there are a lot of projects who understand that the bull market is around the corner and they're offering a lot of allocations to airdrops, but there is not too many people using them because everybody still thinks that crypto is dead and it's crypto winter. So right now is the time to use algorithms, very simple ones, and make millions of dollars from retro drops. So today, 7 p.m. Dubai time, I'm going to be doing a 3-hour webinar on all the intricacies in the world of crypto and retro drops, and it's going to be life-changing. We're going to change many lives. Many millionaires will be made from this offering of Wolf of Retro Drops. So join our today's webinar. If you want to see the link to it, click join waiting list. Again, link down in the description of this video. Click join waiting list at the website of wolfofretrodrops.com, and the link to the webinar will be posted there later today. So please come if you want to change your life, if you really want to make money easily with no effort. This is one of these opportunities that show up in the market sometimes here and there every 2, 3, 4, 5 years. So this is the type of opportunity, very time limited. Please come join us, come watch it if you want to change your life and make a shit ton of money. And we're going to be doing it all together, to be honest. We're going to be doing it all as a community, as a collective. We're going to be putting our money into the same thing. So it's going to be super exciting as a community. And check out this video right here where I also interviewed 2 young boys who made crazy money this year from retro drops at the ages of 18 and 19 and 21. And here is their story. Check it out right here. As always, peace and love. Thomas Krallo. Stay smart, stay rich, and I'll see you today at 7 p.m. Dubai time at the webinar. Bye-bye.